Okay, we're going. Oh, it's just that's not muted. Oh, okay. Uh, okay. It's already one. Wow. When's the next game today?
Match found.
Okay, guess we can't check it. Spine. What should I play? I'm just gonna hover
Hello.
Cypher. I don't know what I'm gonna actually lock it in yet, though.
Just got her.
Nothing stays hidden from me. Nothing.
This looks good. Reyna's fucking easy as hell, dude. This side. Just when we entry, throw your eyeball in.
Yeah, that's the only thing that you do with Reyna, because you need to get kills. I thought Reyna's probably gonna be bad. I'm guessing. That's too
So you
loud.
still got that duelist mindset.
That's a bit better. I forgot how long these loading screens take. They're like 5 minutes. This loading screen takes a while.
Cypher, I am not kidding.
Okay.
If you take my
Finally,
picture, I
it's
will
over.
fry that thing. Just try me.
Righty-o.
Cutting their vision.
They're concussed.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down.
Why would you shoot
B.
that? TP, TP.
Enemy spotted B. Sit still. Hulk out.
Reloading. There.
Finished.
I have
Reloading.
retrieved the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Great.
Here.
Oh, that's not me. Oh.
Here.
Quite clean.
Good. Again.
This game is very hard to learn. I played it for over 2 years. Nah, maybe it was just one.
Go, go, go.
I think it was just one.
Go, go, go.
I think it was two.
Gotta go.
Time to hunt.
3 actually. I played since.
Smoke's down. Plant the spike.
Plant the spike.
Launching
Sleep tight.
smoke.
Reloading.
Planted.
Hulk out. Enemy and defenders there. Hulk out. Molly.
Pathetic.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Cage triggered.
Gotta go.
Buried.
Cage triggered.
One enemy remaining.
We got that anyway. There's no way we could get that with somebody AFK.
They're usually distracted once I reveal them. Make sure you take
I
advantage.
expected to lose this, to be honest. Maybe not though. Most of them died, and it didn't seem like they were on eco.
I didn't buy that round anyway.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Reloading.
Find the weak point and break it.
Hugo's clear.
Careful here.
Hulk out.
Go, go, go.
There.
Shotgun.
There. Enemy spotted.
Cage triggered.
Careful here. No trade you. Multiple enemies banned.
Take this.
Out.
Spike planted.
Take this.
Reloading.
Getting a shot
One enemy remaining.
Down. Right here. We got 5. That's big.
Nice.
We won bonus. That's excellent.
Blink and they'll catch up. Stay alert.
Fantastic. Our economies.
Gotta go.
Great.
I'm out of here.
Like actually, it's 1, 2, 3. Which one is positive? I'm so technically 0. Because I've got 1 kill per 0
Let me find you
kills,
again.
which is so...
Gotta go. Enemy A.
Shoes up, shoes up.
Reloading.
Sit still. Enemy spotted.
One's
A.
heaven.
Reloading.
Smoke's down.
Reloading.
He's low.
Molly.
Hawk out!
Reloading.
My fault.
Hawk out!
Planted. My ult's ready.
Launching smoke. Taken down. My ult's ready.
Found you. You're probably afraid.
We're doing good this game, I feel like.
Launching smoke.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I almost got him.
I'll teach them to respect their elders.
We're doing good this round. This game. Not round. It's 4-0. We won bonus. I won with the Spectre, but I picked up a Vandal, but it's...
Attackers
Will
win.
reveal their secrets.
They surrendered. Why did they have to surrender? I could have gotten so much RR. This is the lowest average combat score I have ever seen. 17. Who has 17 RR, dude? Surrendered. I got free RR.
Match found.
Took like 15 minutes. I got the RR. RR. Sent, Cypher this time. Why do you pick Deadlock? Deadlock sucks. Like, actually, it's the worst agent in the game right now. Got a niche. Please play smoke. Please play smoke. Please play smoke.
You want duels or smokes?
I
Cool. Let's go.
Ascent's an okay map. I don't want it to be moved. If one of the maps gets removed, I hope it's split. Nah, I'm not. Nah, splits. I don't like split that much though. Fracture's probably gonna be one that get removed. I like Fracture though. The sites are really cool. Not cool, but good. They're like good layouts. First. What is it first? No. I spawned for the first. I got my ace on. I think it was in Spike Rush or Swift Play. No, I think it was unrated. Or Comp. I don't know. I don't think Swift Play was out then. Might have been. Who do I think is gonna be top for it?
I would make fun of their dumb faces, but they're us.
They're duos,
He was
definitely.
stupid.
I got shot. They got. Spike. They don't have dual links. They have double initiator. But like low people
Reloading.
they don't really know how to play Silver correctly. Neither do I. I don't know how to play. Okay, so
No escape.
oh, it's behind us. Oh.
Many enemies. A. Reloading. I'll find
Reloading.
Reloading.
Concealment. Blocking vision.
Oh,
There.
Last player standing.
this,
Spike down A.
that was a bad round. That was a bad round. Really bad round.
Ugh. Deadlock's wires are obnoxious. Shoot them for me, yeah?
1900. That's what I'm gonna spend them on. Shorty, yeah. I'm really bad with Shorty though. Pop, pop. Reload. Pop, pop. Reload. Pop, pop.
Oi, grab the
Heal.
spike.
Oh, yeah, it's like
Let's go. I got the spike.
Over there.
Push, no, don't push by mid.
Mark one. Obscuring vision.
Gotcha.
Bring them down.
There's one more mid.
One enemy remaining.
Last one mid. Time for Marcus.
Last player standing.
110.
Spike down B. Clutch.
Neon. You literally saw him.
That moment is gone. But it'd be cool, oh. Now we are here. Here.
Neon should have won that. He was 110. I hit him for 110. 48 position my name slightly more, but that still wasn't my fault for the loss of a round when he was hit. 110.
I will not die today.
I'll find you.
Blocking vision. Concealment.
Mark 2.
Bring them down.
Reloading. Spike down A.
So,
Reloading.
you're gonna lose this game.
I have the spike.
Probably.
He's coming for flank.
Please, especially when Neon's doing like I don't know how I'm bottom side when he's that.
Where are you?
Headshot from the flopper guard. What's what? Peek it, don't peek, don't peek, don't peek, don't. I know, just peek.
Last player standing.
Oh, 120 deadlock. Omens up. Heaven.
30 seconds left.
Should've wait, no, they expected to rotate. Cut noise, they're gonna rotate.
Ten seconds left. One enemy remaining.
You gotta plant. You gotta plant.
We have it. No! Nice try. Oh,
Take a breath now. Release the tension. Good? Let's go.
Reloading.
Never give in.
Thinking this is not gonna be a good idea.
Pulling them in. Where are you? Obscuring vision. Concealment.
Our spike carrier is
I have
killed.
the spike.
Spike down B.
Why are the duelists pushing with me?
Reloading. We'll catch them.
Duelists, y'all need to push inside. You know that, right?
Face your fear!
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Deadlock's mid.
One enemy remaining. Thirty seconds left.
She knows, by the way.
Okay,
Duelists, y'all
we
need
know
to
the
push
drill.
inside. You know that,
Stick
right?
to your roles and we'll crush it.
It's not the entirety of a duelist's job. All the thing a duelist does is not put on the site.
I'm out of here.
Like,
I gotta go.
pressure down that much. We need to use Yucho for that, but this concept.
I have the spike over there.
Pulling them in.
Take this. Nightmare, take them.
A power bar.
I'll find you.
Blocking vision. Obscuring vision.
Reload
them
them
down.
Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
Break it.
Ultimate ready.
Bring them down. Blasting them.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
I have the spike.
It's your race to site.
Snack time.
Sorry. Only brought enough for me.
What is the drop spike?
I'll step up y'all's game, please.
What did he say? I can't.
I'm out of here.
Many enemies.
Fire in the hole.
Smart move. They're blind with fear.
My territory, my rules.
My ult's ready.
One enemy remaining.
She's one tap.
Spike planted.
Over there. Ally for it. One of us had to fall.
Reloading.
They have not won yet.
They have not found.
Over there.
It's winnable.
Reloading.
They still have a really good.
Reloading.
Except for Deadlock. Deadlock is gonna be really easy to take out with that. Love mining. Sub target Deadlock, I think. is the play.
On this
Where are you?
Vision.
Watch out!
What's this? Concealment.
Side
Right there. Spike planted. Bring them down.
100 Sova and Omen 7.
Nowhere to run!
Well divided.
Sensor
it.
tripped. Hold them to their grave! Sensor tripped. Reeling them in.
Last player standing.
I killed them.
So,
Listen up. Kill them before they kill us.
Hey, Jack, can I get that skin? I'll buy you.
Need a drop. Thanks.
stand up pushing. Nobody else does do this or the pressure. It's for sure.
Gotta go.
Target spotted. Defender spawn.
Our spike carrier
I
is
have
killed.
the spike.
Spike down A.
Nailed them. Reloading.
This could be an ace.
Thank you for the body block, Jet. I'm just saying.
One enemy remaining.
4.
Last player standing.
Spike planted.
Hey,
Good run, Jet.
You should have seen your faces. Make them regret their choice of
Good.
profession.
First ace in like a while.
Nah, I should have gone to Omen. Made it 10 times harder for a duelist by going Astra. Don't have a flash.
No flashes. It's the only thing that-
Need a drop.
I got-
Salamat, thanks.
Where are you? Target spotted B.
I'm fighting now.
spike down B.
Take hold. Reloading.
Enemy spotted. Mid.
I got the spike.
Reloading.
I'll find you.
Must be pushing garage, most likely. There's nobody gonna come to
Bye-bye.
respawn.
Reloading. Go, go, go. Here.
Bring them down.
Avoid aiming while you.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Go, go, go.
that's it.
Spike planted.
But I guess
I'll find you.
There.
can updraft that, by the way.
Aw, thought to try
Yeah,
harder.
that's your wish.
Remember, bullets hurt.
I'm good now. I don't know what I was doing before, but now I'm doing well. I think we got this.
Right there. Pulling them in.
Enemy mid.
Close for bye-bye.
There.
My ult's ready. Well divided. Blasting up.
One side.
À bois.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Reloading. Nothing's perfect, but that was perfection. One dream ends, another begins.
Doing good now. We got the best economy in the game now. The worst we can do right now is 4-8, which is a lot better than we got 0-5. Oh, 5.
Reloading. Let's go.
Over there.
5 side B. No A. So yeah. Careful.
Pulling them in.
Watch out.
I'm just rotating like that.
You dead.
Clean kill. So long.
They are throwing.
One enemy remaining.
Ha! I am them. Feeling
Ultimate ready.
Last round before the switch.
We lose everything after this. Spend it.
Right there.
Over there.
Right there.
Wait, that was
What's this?
My ult's ready. Spike planted. Well divided. Pull them to their grave.
My territory, my rules.
I'm in TP.
Yatasha.
One enemy remaining.
I'm actually trolling.
Outrun me?
Switching sides.
Combat is a means to an end. And we are the means. Drop them, please. Thank you.
Concealment.
Enemy B.
You can push it. They're stunned.
Destroyed. Mark 3.
punished.
No surprises. Many enemies B. Must have hurt.
Enemy kill.
Enemy B.
Neon! Neon!
One enemy remaining.
So
Neon! How did you miss that?
their death demands our attention.
Neon, you can push it. I'm gonna try to stun.
Let's go.
Watching here.
Go, 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 go. Go! Push! Neon, you're the one who's supposed to push that. You know that, right?
No surprises. Enemies got it. B. Enemies got it. B.
Yikes.
Neon, why didn't you push in when I stunned everyone?
One enemy remaining.
Why?
Last player standing.
No more stars.
Touch. He keep it on. Might cancel. Oh, he's going back. On the side. He's on A.
Spike planted.
What a little whore. It's gonna be in the goofiest shit.
He's under, probably. Nah.
These interruptions. My ult's ready.
And if they don't swing, just tap it again and then just get right back off. They will swing the second one.
Please stay alive. I hate making new friends. Reloading.
You could push off my stun if you want.
I am with
Someone
you.
needs to go A. Yeah.
You have a stun? That's a
Yeah.
trap, that's not a stun.
Reds grenade A. Alright.
Well divided.
That's unfortunate.
Concealment.
They're rotating.
Right there.
Two are still A.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Fucking knew they were gonna plant B.
Flawless.
Hi. Fight's not over, you know.
Wait, let me use that Vandal skin one more time.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Is this a chamber skin? Is this the chamber skin?
Quick feet, quick trigger.
I'm out of here.
Enemy spotted mid.
That's on me. They're all B, by the way.
Thirty seconds left. Spike planted. Last player standing.
120 Sova.
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
I'm gonna ult this round.
Wait, then just Slayer Marshall go heavy. Yeah.
Keep up. What's this?
They're full here.
That's unfortunate.
Multiple targets A. Enemy A.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Charge and shoot. Easy enough.
B's clear.
No surprises. Enemy A. Mark 2. Target spotted A. Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing. Flawless.
I got your backs. Just, you know, from the front.
Need a drop.
Bring your best.
Honestly, I think I should go back to unrated.
I hear things A.
Yeah, we just need to stack it at this point.
Sense hold them to their grave. My territory, my rules.
Concussing it.
Face your fear.
Blocking vision. Pulling them in. Reloading.
Kill. Many enemies A.
Reloading.
game. Let me grab the.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Ingat ka. Don't get stabbed. Bad way to go.
Yo, Floppa, is that your guy's vengeance? I know you've got a mic.
They keep going A, let's stack A.
I will not be beaten. Concealment!
No surprises.
Fire in the hole!
Nowhere to run!
Mark 3. I'll find you.
Bring them down.
Reload.
Spike down A.
Target spotted A. We found one.
130 to 65. Actually, shit at the game.
Enemy A.
Last player standing. Match point.
Win. Show me where to go.
Oh, can I have your skin one more time, Joe?
Need a drop.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, and avoid going flank. We need someone else inside.
Obscuring vision. Enemy spotted A. Reloading. Reloading. Well divided.
That's not A though.
Might be mid.
They planted B.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
I'm actually trash at the game.
One down.
But Jet's better. Gotta go. Into.
Attackers win.
That's my fault.
out here.
Sure. Haven, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Your band.
Ascend.
Ascend. And map number 1.
One. He's been.
He banned Ascent.
Lotus.
They want to play Lotus. Side on Lotus.
I'll pick attack.
Attack. Map number 2.
Split.
Split. Side on Split. Defense. Okay. We're going to go to the next set of bans, starting with BLG. You have Fracture, Bind, and Pearl. Bind. And then your ban. You have Fracture and Pearl.
Band Fracture.
Ban Fracture. So map number 3 will be Pearl. Side on Pearl. Defense. I'm going to run through this, make sure we're all set. First set of bans, we have BLG with Haven, NRG with Ascent. Map number 1 is Lotus with NRG and Attack. Map number 2 is Split with BLG on Defense. Next set of bans are Bind and Fracture, makes Decider. Map 3 Pearl with BLG on Defense. Good luck to you both.
Good luck. Good luck.
Energy are looking to hold a trophy over their heads yet again, but in their way is a team with nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's NRG versus Billy Gaming to kick off the day.
Last champions, NRG, their core let the win slip away. Second place in that one and top 4 in both events they've played internationally this year. Their only target is a win here at Champions, and it has to start now versus Billy. The expectation is a dominant game in their favor, but Billy, this is their first shot. The only team at this event to never go to an international before, an opportunity to learn and an opportunity to impress.
Absolutely, and with no expectations on their shoulder, anything can happen here. NRG have everything to lose and nothing to gain, in a manner of speaking. They let it slip away last year, and they're not ready to let it slip away this time. Everything that they have done this year, every practice, every bit of preparation has led them to this moment, and they're ready to grasp it.
Yeah, it genuinely feels like this is a team that, you know, they're coming into this tournament with the sights set on that grand finals to be in that championship game, to compete for a world title. But the long is going to be, the road is going to be long and difficult, rather. And BLG in their way. And honestly, look, I think it's safe to say that at this tournament, you can't count anyone out, especially a team like BLG that have shown that they have those fundamentals, Mimi, and can actually perform, who knows, maybe even at NRG's level.
We'll have to see if it's possible to hit that one. But I think that one is a good opportunity for Billy to be comfortable. They've picked into Lotus, which is one NRG has struggled on a lot in the past. They played something like 4 or 5 comps between Americas and Tokyo's, could never quite get it down. Towards the end of that one, they switched to basically the Fnatic comp with the Sky instead of the Fade in that one. And that worked a lot better for them. But on the side of Billy, they've been playing the basic Fnatic comp. They've gotten with the times on the meta. They put YZ on the Raze on this map. They're super proactive on their defense. Well, I never feel like actually doing too much craziness with that star Raze player. So I think this is a point of comfort for them.
That's right, and I think that they have the star power in their Raze player to make these plays. They just need to set him up a little better and support them. However, I do like the NRG comp. I think the Sky is the best solo initiator for this double controller meta that seemed to have cemented itself for this map. So it'll be interesting to see this play out.
Yeah, we're of course going to be jumping to the action in a minute here, and you know, I think that for NRG is a very clear desire to just really continue to show that they are, you know, one of the top dogs in the Americas region here. So really for NRG, and I think if you set up the expectations of what the game is supposed to be and how it's supposed to play out, I feel like anything less than NRG just coming into this and just looking dominant, looking strong. I think if they show any cracks in the armor, it is going to be a little problematic for them, and people might actually smell blood in the water when it comes to NRG, because it has happened before.
Sure, but like you say, it's happened before, and it's happened almost every time. This team is notoriously slow to start at international events. They win the opening matchup not as much as you'd expect for a team of their caliber. They oftentimes have slipped down to lower bracket, but they are the best team at, in those tough situations, rallying back and still making a run out of things. So even if they have some issues in this opening match, I still have a lot of faith that this is a team that can rally back. But of course, the expectation should be a fairly dominant win here for NRG.
100%. I mean, we've seen it time and time again where they come into these international events and stumbled a bit in the group stage.
Maybe he's getting some of the villain arc in there.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Taking your advice, Psycho?
Yes, sir. Somebody was paying attention in my tutorial earlier.
Psycho's villain training
That's
101.
Right. That's right. Might have to have a conversation with him later and hand over some sunglasses.
Yeah, well, and they're going to need that kind of energy, I think, on this stage, right? Like, you want that kind of, I love to say this phrase, like a delusional confidence. You know, you kind of have to have it from time to time when you go into this, because how else, you've seen what energy is capable of doing. Like, BLG's seen this happen before, so you need to just come into the Psycho and be like, you know what, man, we're going to win.
That's 100% right. I mean, that's with any match, right? You have to come in and believe that you're able to do it. If you don't believe that you can do it, you're not going to. It's as simple as that. So the mentals are obviously in a good place for these guys. They're feeling confident and they're ready to take on the Juggernaut and energy.
Yeah, and Juggernaut indeed. And here is your Prime Gaming agent select for Lotus.
No changes in this one. It's going to be the double controller on both sides. Psyche, you were talking about the difference in initiators, and I really like these Sky comps. I think especially for Crashies. Every time I talk to players who've played against this guy, the best way they describe him is annoying. He's so proactive on rotations, especially on defense, to constantly be getting information. He balances the timings on his Skybirds really well to keep NRG at an advantage and set Finesse up for the excellent calling he's known for.
Genuinely feels like Crashies is like a human UAV.
He sure is. He sure is. And funny enough, we had a segment back in Champions Desk last year in Istanbul where we talked about how Crashies just has this tendency and penchant for being at the right site at the right time on defense. His rotations are near flawless. He is throwing utility, he's throwing Sova darts, he is throwing Sky Flashes when you're trying to hit his site, and he is annoying.
The information is going to be important, but for Billy, I think everyone is looking at YZ. He's been one of the best talents in China for so long, and now he gets to make his international debut on his best agent. We'll have to see what he can do.
Well, the time for talk is over, so let's go ahead and jump into the match, shall we? And kick off day 3, and who better? Let's go ahead and make some noise for Pansy and Hypoc.
Thank you so much, GB and the desk. But I think they've alluded to this. But Mike, I want to ask you, where do we set the bar in this game? Expectations for NRG and the same for Billy. Billy, where do we put that bar of standard now?
I think NRG being the kings of consistency, we set it almost in second place, right? We lean into the history, into the results previously where I don't want to say necessarily they disappointed in the final results, but that's always the expectation of this roster. And actually, what's key is to pick up from Finesse actually saying that we're a different team now. Once again, from lock-in, from Tokyo, we're developing once more. I even remember saying actually, even when they dropped out of Tokyo to play Brex, obviously only then going on to get to the grand finals. Finesse, I think individually, had one of his best performances.
Okay, let's see what we have in front of us. I am very interested in the quality of game we're going to be seeing from both sides to an extent, right? NRG, high expectations, want to see very much a dominant performance here. But what sort of resilience can Billy provide here? Is there something that they can show off here, be it individual, be it as a collective? That's where my curiosities lay. For now already, NRG, comfortable steps towards the site here, not meeting much resistance at all.
No, full 5v5 here after the spike is planted, so we'll wait for this flag to come through, maybe try and find some value. We're going to be put on red alert, but actually NRG getting aggressive in. Victor will find one. Trade comes through from YZ though. Yosemite on the long way round back through spawn, Lauren.
If he gets the timing right, he could do some serious damage here. No one really watching this.
Did he make a step there?
He might have done, but I don't think they noticed it. He's going to reap the rewards already, making some real problems here. Down to a 3v3, but the time is starting to tick, and they gotta get a move on here. Storm holding the line perfectly with Victor, and all those threats are unfounded as first is found for NRG.
Beautiful recovery for NRG. The flank only coming through to 1 kill. Unfortunately, I mean, initially a 3-man play back through the side towards Mound. Could have come to something, but straight away Artis disengages, and you can see that's the green light for NRG to get aggressive, find this kill onto Rin, and continue to solidify this site hold. Here's whether or not that trend does continue towards the buy rounds, and Billy are happy to concede sites.
Yeah.
Maybe that just being a pistol round strat.
I also just want to see how they approach the economy management. All the other factors that we kind of not necessarily overlook, but something we expect from teams who make it to champs consistently, like NRG, right? We don't really look at them as a team to be as aware of the minutiae. We don't keep track of it because it's kind of expected. But for someone making that international debut here, we do have to keep track on how Billy approaches game.
And just coming back to what Jackson said in the interview as well, they're playing relatively with no, I don't want to say, you know, no fear, but almost as if they're here to learn and maybe take some risks. Whether or not they're able to tap into that aspect and really cause some damage, cause some problems for NRG. Som will be tested here, but that's a little Cobra round to start things off for Som with the Bulldog.
Bomb it up, baby.
And that's a very quick lesson to learn.
Yes, it is. Keep an eye on the cam. Oh, it's beautiful stuff from him. Just cool as hell. Nice and comfy. That'll get you feeling out the game pretty early on. Sitting on 7-0. No stress so far. But this is the big round, right? This is the buy coming in for Billy. If they're going to make a bit of impact, they're going to make a bit of a problem for NRG, this is the round to do it. And it's an aggressive start, and it's instantly decimated. Victor is looking nasty. They're starting to get more and more confident, feeling out the quality of opponent. And right now, they are absolutely diffing them.
Yeah, NRG not pulling any punches so far.
As they shouldn't.
Find themselves in a 5v3 here. Finesse might catch himself an engagement. 70 playing ahead of the wall here. Definitely has the weapon advantage, but actually slipping deeper. Does he hard clear Finesse here? Actually does, still gets the better of Finesse. I feel like he almost had the advantage there with Yosemite looking the other way.
Yeah, he did for a moment's time, but again, still looking towards that C site. Som just drifting in. Minimal resistance being shown. A little bit of pressure on the cross, but the spike is there.
Still favorable head count here for NRG. HP bar's not looking too healthy for Billy.
I'll find you.
Gonna fight back in here. Gonna have to find a kill fairly early on with NRG disengaging from sight. That's gonna seal the deal here. 10 HP. Som's even heard these steps retreating actually, whether or not they're gonna try and apply further pressure, remove this rifle. Got plenty of time to do so, but Hank heading all the way across the A site and create a bit of distance between them.
Yeah, this is going to be a case of can Artis get there quick enough? Let's have a little look. Don't think he can. Yeah, you're going to be seeing BA. Just keep the head down. Try and keep hold of that singular rifle, and bear in mind, this was the best opportunity Billy had so far, that full purchase in place. Now, of course, the bonus round going NRG's way, their money is going to boom. They are going to be in the best position possible. And again, if you're looking at these fights, this kind of extended fight here, that dry swing towards kind of the back of Waterfall, we're seeing NRG take confident fights. And they're kind of asserting that dominance. For Billy to stand a chance here, they're going to have to quell that pretty soon.
It's a tall order to come out here and obviously open versus NRG, but then be put into recovery mode and constantly playing from behind, playing reactively versus a very aggressive NRG. Victor seemingly let off the leash once again. Kick this round off, but won't be greeted on the other side just yet.
You might have noted potentially both players here. Yosemite just drifting out. Easy find for Som there.
Recalling my boss.
Rin now was alone for a moment, but again, we may not see the commitment from NRG. See what they decide. They're still above a minute here, and they've got that first blood, so working rather perfectly in their favor. Lockdown for Artis is ready. Som had that from almost the starting round, if you roll your mind back. So again, this has been Quite the clean affair, and the late round aggression not going to be fully rewarded here. Rifle drop trades coming in, but again, the biggest issue is that one rifle. Maybe YZ could be the one to make this one work. 3 in front of him, and NRG almost stubborn in approach. Didn't want to really walk away from this.
This will be spotted.
Nice.
YZ will find one, but down to 32 HP. He'll be licking his wounds after that. Crashes in some elsewhere. We'll find the plant. Any resistance on this. Still got a paranoia to work with. Crashes does have a flashback as well. The other side of things, actually, decent amount of utility for YZ. But HP Park got to be a concern.
A massive one at that. Maybe could work off Knight here, but again, that paranoia could be invested. But again, just opting to go straight in. Maybe try and go a little deeper. Smoke towards the spike. Swing goes in. Some light work towards Knight. They're not going to be too fussed. YZ does have to try and work out that utility, though. There's still a couple of issues in this. He's dealt with NRG. Consolidating another. This is looking a little bit like a bloodbath, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's no real reason for NRG to deviate from... Yeah, exactly. So they're going to be rewarded opening engagements, and really in the buy round, you're looking for Bilibili to start to mitigate some of that risk and play a little deeper. Don't really give players like Victor, or I mean, you could say Crashies and Som as well in that regard. Yeah. Som's 10-0, by the way.
I saw them considering an operator for a second there. Didn't end up going for it. I think it was YZ. Oh,
but
told a lie. There you go. Back to it. This time, Finesse can be forced a little bit further away with the paranoia, but he already noted that presence in that last round, so maybe a consideration going forward. The Bilibili do want to be exploring those sort of options, but again, as you said, why deviate from the plan? They still have so many tools in the kit for NRG, and an unfortunate miss there. That's going to sting.
And YZ falls, he loses the paint shell, no ability to shut this lockdown down himself. Actually, Victor could have fallen on the way in, but Detain will come through. NRG still with relatively easy access to site. Give them a chance to find the plant as well.
You can see the player commit towards the side, though. Crashies doesn't want to fall away from this. Som TPing all the way out. And Crashies does actually catch one. Oh, Crashies! Destroying him on the way back in. NRG, very comfortable so far, Mike. I haven't really seen them pose much of a threat yet from Bilibili.
Sure, and talking about here, no ability to really get the finances rolling and get themselves into a position where they can execute any sort of plays or strats that they have built up for this defensive side of Lotus. Looking very one-sided now for NRG. Bilibili actually going to call a timeout here. And a tough discussion to have when you're trailing by 5 so early on.
Yeah.
On your own map pick nonetheless.
Yeah, and the thing is, when we're looking at this, when we're looking at teams who, when we're talking about maybe don't have that experience yet, that we're looking at the kind of spacing, the trading, the kind of utility work, some of the more minutiae pieces to it, which we're seeing issues with here.
I see, but you see an NRG tap even heavier into that to play that to their advantage. Not really having to work the map too much. Like I said, they're being given opening engagements and they're winning out time and time again.
Yeah, and I thought maybe that operator could be a nice factor to maybe do a little bit of early work, get a favorable start to one of these rounds, but Ardis, well, we saw what happened to that operator. Gets dropped to the floor, and it was game on from that point. So I don't know what the plan can be for Bilibili. I don't know how they can fix some of these core issues when you're meeting an opponent like NRG this early on. It's a really tough task.
And the other thing, just to come back to the point from the interview, what do you really learn from a loss like this as well? When you're not having a chance to execute any of your game plans.
You can't execute.
No, it's a tough one for them. And look at the purchase, going for what they can. A couple of ults, though, and very close by to a couple others. You've got Bianx very nearby, Rin as well, very close to the lockdown. Showstopper one away for Victor, however. And we've seen it before, we'll see it again. Rinse and repeat. Bilibili, though, going to get aggressive this time. Try to switch things up.
Forced them away from the space early on. NRG didn't fancy committing to that engagement. Finesse going to be played in on the other side of the map, though. Yosemite will fall. Creating an opening here. There's a bit of a gap in terms of the rotation timing here. Seeker's going to make things even worse for Bilibili.
Yeah, it paints such a very precise picture of how far back that defending side
Plays
is.
Ardis in as well. Look at this. Oh, hang on. Wow. I thought it played Ardis in.
Yeah, I thought he'd be cleaner with that, but Knight going to be able to pick up the frag. Now, in the meantime, though, they have got the spike down, so 4v4 timing there for Som. Just going to miss that little bit of a window. That's a little bit of a look back, but again, that smoke will be dissipating at some point. When does he take a peek? There it is. Spots out the player. The timing! Punished! This could be the first! This could be huge! Victor and Crashies in a 2v3. IZ just wants to get on the side. Now it's all on Crashies. He's fallen! Billy finally drawing some blood.
You find a response here. A couple of very quick decisions made as well. The isolation of Som. Ardis as well inside B site. Beautiful kill from Knight. Let's make this one doable. Get themselves on the board at least. My investment here as well. I'm not sure how many rifles we actually did see come through, but on the back of the pit being available for Yosemite. See how far they can carry this now. No ultimates left here, Finesse being the closest to the pit, 3 orbs away, but Billy on the other hand, plenty of tools at their disposal.
This could be a huge swing point for Billy. If they're able to keep this up, this could be the gateway, right? This could be that last round just gone could be everything to them. And again, it started with that aggression. It started with them taking over that mound control. However, for now, you can already see the adjustment from NRG. Looking at other options across the map, but so far matched step for step by Billy.
Curious here with only one member of Billy ridden over towards C.
Blinded.
This one way's gone up, yes, but looks as if Ardis is going to head back across and get decent progress back towards the lockdown. Not really going to be able to contest this space on Mound. NRG just looking to maximize value from this before a decision is made. And already seeing a big adjustment after that timeout. Look at this mini-map here. Nobody really taking close contact on the side of Billy towards any site. NRG have been given space to work with.
And on default's just somewhat given them that access point towards C now. Resetting these players. Now going to force out the lockdown though. Flash goes in. Looking like they want to commit through this. They got about 6 seconds to try and handle it, and Rim plays forward. Going to fall eventually to Som, but now has to fall away. And caught in the heels, Knight goes forward. This is huge, actually. Putting the pressure right back towards NRG. And now FNS and Ardis with their work cut out. 10 seconds to make something happen, and it's looking unlikely. I think they're going to have to pull the plug on this round.
Great response here. You see how desperate Victor is to find the paint shell onto the lockdown and remove that layer of pressure, but NRG have to pull the plug. We'll concede a second here. It'll take a couple more to break the bank of NRG. They follow up with a consecutive round. And Knight actually getting down and dirty in the smoke here. Crashies finds a response, but even here, I don't know if Crashies' initial plan is if we can keep maybe 1 or 2 people up alive and kicking on site, we find the plant and concede the fact you're going to be detained in that situation. The responses from NRG maybe to stamp their authority once again on Lotus.
Nice to see that adaptation come out from Billy, showing they've got a little bit of depth here, kind of showing they've got that capability to match up on this.
Why is he just chilling at wallbang, taking a sip of his drink? Happy to sponge a little bit of damage. Call's been made though. There's already 4 members of Billy over towards A site line.
Yeah, but Victor's a little bit further ahead of this. Paint shot towards back of site. Plant going to come in. Last time around, were successful in the retake. This time around, going to have to be tested a little bit further here. Delayed on the plant, but going to make it through. No one working off that initial barrage of utility here, as Victor's going to get away with holding this position a little longer, forced forward, but now FNS going to be holding on. Again, struggling to make it down that first drop, but suddenly they draw blood. Crashies falls and it opens up a chance. Som now has too many targets, but he deals with them so well. Snaps back to attention. Stunning from Som.
Follow up that early map ace with a 4K here to secure the post plant. Looking snappy there from Som. Billy looking as if they have a real shot at this retake, but another round that in the blink of an eye, Som flips in NRG's favor.
Just lovely work from him to divide it so comfortably. They were all 1v1s. every single one of them. There was no trade coming out. There was no instantaneous pressure, no unfair fight for him. And you just can't give him that level of room. Trying to get aggressive, Victor does not want any of it. Knight is there, though, to backfill this, so at least gets the trade out. And he needs to back away from this soon. They're going to be able to clear that well enough, and he has.
First real push out towards rubble we've seen from NRG that feels fairly committed. Will result in a 1-for-1, both Raze players dying. Asking, when are NRG going to be able to stamp their authority back on this map already? Looking to continue or follow through from that 4K from Som to reset the tone a little bit.
Maybe noting the amount of presence on A from that earlier, more committed push towards rubble. You see Artist considering maybe some presence towards B, but deciding against it in the end. Maybe just trying to be more of a potential threat than an active one. End goal looking like C. We still have Rin here. Kit of utility in the way as well. This is still going to be a tough take with 36 seconds. Do they pivot?
I was going to say, the thing though, they have removed the alarm bot outside B with the nano swarm, so looking to plant the seed of doubt. TP cancelled in towards B. They're going to commit towards C site here, but the nano swarm should absolutely farm here. Rin gets 2.
Rin does, but Knight's the one on the site. Going to hold them back, and with 15 seconds, going to need Artist start walking on water again. He's got the first 10 more seconds now, plenty more targets. Can't get there this time. Bianc does very well. It's Billy closing up the score here.
Yeah, good read from Billy as well. You can see the rotation coming through to reinforce that C site hold from Rin. But there was a window where he's going to be isolated.
The funny thing, they didn't respond to that fake rotation, right? There was that pivot towards B. They were trying to indicate, put 2 through the door. We saw that TP coming in. No one moved.
Well, almost, it looks really concerning as well, because both times that the alarm bot's been removed on B site, you don't see a response from Billy. It's not as if you see a prowler go out somewhere else, a peek out towards rubble, or even confirmation inside B site. So whether or not that is just the reads aligning for them and setting up on C, but they're definitely here to greet NRG, and some of the later rounds not necessarily suiting NRG in that regard.
And that's the curious part here, because NRG, by all accounts, are kind of playing a more standard game, right? You're trying to toy with that, bringing the additional player to the wrong place, kind of try to play with those rotations and expectations. Billy aren't playing the same
They're
sort
not
of game,
biting, no.
which is wild.
Yeah.
So it's like, do NRG then go more simplistic? Is that what it is? You stop pulling the fakes and you commit behind it because no one's responding anyway. I mean, there's options here for NRG, and I'm wondering what out of this timeout they actually go for.
Obviously, after Billy's timeout, you see the adjustment playing much deeper. Digging their heels in. Not committing to these opening engagements, which I'm happy to see has continued.
Yeah.
That's where NRG definitely were in control of the start of this half. Initially, 4 players set up outside the B corridor. And there's not going to be any commitment from Billy here at the start of the round. Reveal sent up, not dealt with, but we know confirmation behind it. I think now NRG have got a similar read that Billy haven't been responding to this alarm bot falling, so Victor's found the opener.
Yeah, it's just that disrespect, right? They've kicked it up a gear. Sometimes going simplistic may work. We'll have to see if it actually lands in the end, right? Now, with Victor getting loose, that's a problem. Have they got the plant coming in, though? Waiting to see when that's going to fully be contested here. There's the swing. Individual work is not going to help here. Crashies is making light work of this. And once again, there's that gear shift. There's that depth from NRG. I'm expecting simplicity, and you noting them not respecting the challenges on towards B. The challenge.
Okay, so starting out the round, last round they did a. There's a really. Wait, I wasn't watching last round. 3K unit smoke. Raise nade. Okay, starting out the round with a. Looks like an A execute. They might swap it for B or C mid round. Heavy util towards A site. Looks like they're rotating. We've seen a lot from these players, especially Billy clutching from a 0-5, but is it visible that they're able to win? I have no idea what I'm saying. Viper lineup from does puts Roman off. Some Billy finesse with the blind kill. Looks they're planting on B execute. Build what with these guys are from people. 1v2 for finesse. Can he do it? Depending based on his last rounds, it looks like Billy is gonna win this, but finesse couldn't clutch that. It was Billy is showing up through
They're fourth here on the road to recovery in terms of this half. 74 stat. I mean, it feels like Billy are half committing towards these deeper positions, because one thing you don't want to see is somebody swinging ahead of the wall and getting isolated just by a paint shell. One thing I will say, Finesse's Viper Wall cutting off in towards B, causing some real issues for Billy. Whether or not the commitment here needs to be just towards a retake setup, I'm not entirely sure, but...
We're back to B. This time around, though, the ult's going to come out. You're going to see somebody invest this, and they've respected it enough, but the push out from Rin is quite precarious. Could get pincered here, could be in trouble.
And Victor's made it all the way around the backside. He's going to be able to flank this rubble setup here. Finally pins down the kill. Pops the showstopper.
Is the door broken? Yep. Oh, that could have been scary. Close enough by on the other side, and Artist waiting patiently in towards B. They've divided them so well. They've manipulated this map. They've herded them into that B site.
The pit's going to drop, though. Why is he giving one away? They've relinquished all of this control on B side, but...
Big play in for him, and he actually can't handle it. The white swing from Rin, so valuable. It's a 3v3. They're not out of the woods at all. Yeah. Oh, what a shot from Biang. That was a player, actually, really picking up some key kills here in these later rounds. Som has to evacuate the site, still going to get hit by the ult, and the timing for Victor there, just a window away. Spots so many players, though. Som now, he's going to be screwed. Bianc is just bulldozing through the site, leaving Victor, in an unwinnable scenario. Billy on these retakes, showing some real potential.
It's all about it being the road to recovery. 7-5, you've got to be feeling really good about that as Billy.
Absolutely.
Switching sides.
Getting absolutely shut down in the first few rounds of this half. They're showing real resilience here, Lauren.
Yeah, thoroughly impressed with some of those retakes coming in from Billy. I didn't love the early rounds, but the late rounds, those kind of post-plant workbacks were beautifully crafted. However, that's not for us to discuss. Let's find out the desk things.
Halftime 5-7.
Thank you so much, guys, and it's time, of course, for our Verizon high-speed moment. Let's go ahead and dive into this one here. It was really early on. You already know what's happening. It's for our Verizon high-speed moment of that match, or of that half, rather, with that ace that he managed to pull off. But it gives us an opportunity here to talk about Som, maybe because this young man has been exquisite for this team. This obviously is a different instance. Players rolling out on mound, just getting dominated by my favorite gun, the Bulldog. But it does show us, at the very least, that Som is just like a patient player and has been just, this half was great for him, regardless of the fact it was 7-5.
It already seems like Som is maintaining his consistency at these global events. He's been a top player at every single one that he has attended thus far, so no surprises to see him showing up here. But I was surprised by how well that half ended up for BLG, despite the fact that players like Som were playing so well. I think at the end there, they adapted really well and were showing us some great retakes in particular.
They sure did. I mean, it took them a little bit to get the read on exactly what FNS was trying to do with their attacking side. I don't think they're used to playing against a team that plays so slow, and once they slowed it down a little bit and committed to actually playing for the retake, the retakes actually look pretty clean. The spacing on the entries into the site, the trades went in their favor, and they managed to scrape out a couple rounds. I mean, 5 rounds on defense side Lotus, looking great.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want, honestly, on that defensive side. And I think we did see the issues with BLG early on. I think some of the pressure getting to them with NRG showing on one side of the map and a player contacting up the other and getting instantly punished. But they did clean that up. In the second half now, I think this is where NRG thrives. lives. Sure, it is a attack-sided map generally, but NRG with this Sky Comp are really good at toying with the rotations. Always watch where Crashies and Victor are on this map, and if they can get ahead of the BLG rotations.
Well, let's see how this all pans out. We're going to send it right back over to Pansy and Hypoc for the second half.
All right, we've got a bit of a game on our hands now. 7-5, I don't want to get too early into this, Mike. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet, but this scoreline is something certainly to note, right? It felt like NRG couldn't quite get a beat on what Bilibili were doing sometimes. Very uncharacteristic of a traditional opponent. However, on the side switch, can they keep it up?
And on the side switch, well, hold that thought for a minute. This might be given an opportunity to clean up here. Som, does he go unchecked? Actually, not going to punish on the first. We'll find the response. That's 17 HP finally dealt with.
But they're ahead of that paint shell, but they're not ahead of the frenzy. Now Victor with it all to do. This could be Bilibili off to the perfect start in the second half. Oh, a little bit of chip damage and then some. Hold on.
Perfectly timed paint shell from Victor.
This could be huge though, because he's got that readjust as well towards short. They still may think he's up towards that top side towards CT.
And they smoke off up towards heaven, so.
And he's got the spike. Just so close by.
This is probably more likely to be an NRG one than
to try and play this out well, but it is
2v1.
And they're starting to step in. When does he move? He hasn't seen them yet. They're
Victor's,
on the
he
site.
missed the cross.
Spike now picked up. He's going looking. He's starting to consider. Has he noted the
The
spike?
penny's dropped.
Here he's seen a pick. Soldo, and he's found one. Now can he find the follow-up? Keeping his boombot till late game. Does he play patiently? We know where they are. He doesn't. And already on the move.
30
Victor's on the
seconds
hunt. Prowling behind him. 56 HP on Knight.
Reload.
Leaving a trail of blood towards that C site as Victor closing on in 3 bullets to play with in the mag, and that's all he's opting for. Not hitting that reload as he's closing the gap. Trying to stay unnoted, uncontested, and with a final bullet, he finds it.
Nice.
Saving NRG from an uphill struggle on the second half.
Great recovery from Victor to close this one out. You're almost getting a little concerned there when he misses the cross. An opportunity for Knight and Yosemite to slip into the night with that spike. The Red Bull clutch from Victor to kick off the second half here.
That
a
was,
sigh of relief
yeah,
from
risky.
NRG, yeah.
But looking at those early fights, Mike, when we looked at Som's position, they're trying to take these very one-for-one fights, almost kind of ego fights, but they're not winning them as cleanly as I thought. So do they need to adjust now? Do they need to fall back a little bit? Where's the balance to this? Because I feel like you can't play a super passionate game against Bilibili.
Spike Crush with
I feel like there is a balance to be struck.
Classic is the gun. People get golden
Seen
guns.
some light shields invested on the side of Bilibili.
Oh.
Just a sheriff in the hands of Yosemite.
Right.
We'll see if they, if they can catch one of these upgrades, NLG have as close to full invested outside of the Stinger and maybe the Spectre.
It's tough though. How are you going to find a player out of place here, right? Oh, it's not there.
Oh,
FNS with a freebie.
Nice 2K.
Catching a 2-for-1 on that, didn't even mean
that
it.
sounds like that one.
Chip damage it looked like as well.
Sounded like the first 2 of that.
We're going to flood in. Artist will find the first ring will fall. Again, the smoke just causing problems for Bilibili. No safety on the way in. And a Prime Gaming flawless hit to follow up the second. Really boost the finances of NRG early on. But coming into the second half, we're talking about Bilibili not really having the opportunity to execute some set pieces and really explore the playbook too deeply. Here on the attacking side, scoreline aside, I think we do see we have a chance to see exactly what Bilibili want to bring to the global stage.
One of the best butterflies.
That's what I'm hoping for, right? It's that ideal that they can kind of determine the pace a little more. Because I think they've got NRG to respect them to an extent, Mike. Like, to an extent. We're still seeing some ego checks here.
Checks.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now.
Respect, yes, but I would say maybe more humbled.
Sure, but we're not seeing over-aggression.
No.
We aren't seeing NRG running hyper-aggressive on the defending side. So this should allow Bilibili that chance to
winnable
actually...
actually,
these plans.
halfway through the first half, we did see that adjustment from NRG where they were getting away with very fast and loose rounds where they were being rewarded time and time again in terms of the opening engagements.
Yeah.
Then Bilibili slowed things down. A few times NRG actually let the clock run very dry in terms of options. So you could definitely argue they've been forced to maybe respect what Bilibili bring to the table today. And now, very small margin for them in the second half. Bilibili need to get a round on the board here especially after a Prime Gaming flawless in round 14, to maybe reset the economy a little bit and give themselves a steady footing.
Alright, eyes on the prize.
Nobody's
Let's see what
passing.
Billy can do. They've got the buy in hand here. No big ults yet in pocket. Which is off the back of that timeout.
Positive
They've been told what the approach is.
This
It
shows
looks
how
like oh
different.
dear, oh dear, Knights! It's a crunch. So much utility put towards that backside of the wall. There was no way out for him, really.
A freebie as well. On the back of utility alone. Testing Billy's recovery factor once again here in a 4v5 in their first buy round of this half. We drifted away from this yet. Trailblazer going to confirm presence behind this as well, probably spotting
2 or 3.
Yeah, maybe even 4.
Yeah, it could be.
To be honest, with how Yosemite was positioned behind that stack. You'd argue that probably is the case with Som now, considering filling some of the space into a B site. Another confirmation from Crashies. And still got another flash in the back pocket as well.
Still haven't gone rid of the alarm bot, right?
This is
we're at 45 seconds here,
I
Lauren.
think
Exactly. So
and
there's
it's
going to
the
be a
whole
B split.
Control.
That alarm bot's in place. The door gets broken. So again, going to draw in the additional player of FNS. He can focus towards short, but does get tagged from main, so he's going to know that this is going to be that B piece coming in. But
30 seconds
still,
left.
lots of utility in the pocket from NRG to play with. Some with the full kit ready. And
Do
oh
they get
wait,
aggressive
they
here?
are. They're looking like they want to try and take over a little bit of space here, but it's a risky fight to have with a Bulldog bite. Some takes down Rin, trading back Biank's work, and now down to the last 2. Biank's been a bit nasty, but they're going to need more than that this time. That's stunning, though. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. And now Crashies in a tough situation. Hard lines of sight to break. Trying to draw the player in. Pushes forward himself, catches one, turns on the dime, spots him, but time running low. Desperately trying to grab that rifle. Biank on the swing! Heroics from Billy.
There's your recovery in a 4v5, no less. Billy able to flip a B-side post plant here. Fight tooth and nail, giving everything to convert that one. NRG just unable to respond to that aggression. I mean, C-Link, initially, it looks like Som's really stood up to the challenge. Was it Ardis that fell initially?
My brain is rubbish. Why are you asking me these things? You're the analyst.
But no less, yeah, Billy convert the round. We'll leave it at that.
And by all other standards, we'd kind of call that a costly round, right? We'd be a little bit harsher on it, but for an international debut, we'll give you a little bit of leeway on that. Considering, for me so far, Biank's really been quite the standout. How are you feeling about these individuals we're seeing coming out from Billy?
Here for
Viper roll's not up
like I said, once we get into a couple more rounds here in the second half, these players from Billy potentially going to be able to stretch their legs a little bit. We did see confidence boosters in the first half as well. Som got to be careful on the backside of that door, but Victor's found one with the paint shell once again. A ton of damage done onto Billy.
Yeah, they're in a lot of trouble here. Scattering a little bit. Look at the bailout from Biank, finding 2. Keeping them in this round as
good
FNS
here.
backfills this, though, should have
Looking
the second, doesn't. Rin's got it and brings it back to a very winnable scenario for them. A 3v2, favorable numbers. As Ardis and Som have to navigate back on the site. Did he look at the barrel?
Ardis spotted it for sure.
Might have done. Didn't spot Knight, though, and handling them both. Billy. Taking
I didn't expect them to.
here.
Bring it within 2. We're just about
This good.
the brink
Once they get
now,
enough
resetting the
practice in,
yeah,
they're
we do.
usually
Yeah.
gonna be
Just gonna
winning
Sheriffs
every
and maybe some SMGs
Champions event.
coming through from NRG. So Billy have done the hard work after conceding the first 2 rounds in this.
I asked you about the individuals. You could have said Biank nice and easily.
Yeah, why is that?
Wasn't the player I was expecting to be looking at. I know a lot of people were looking towards YZ and
Why do
looking
they-
towards these sort of players, but hey, when it comes to LAN, Biank's looked real good. Now, breaking the money mark, as you
stuck
highlighted, this should be an 8th for Billy. Right on watch duty.
Definitely
Touch
looking
not
to
to.
play damage control here for sure. Maintain this financial position because there's a couple. Oh, hang on, Yosemite struggling to pin down the first. Crashes have found one with a stinger.
Yeah, but Knight's on the case. Cleans up all 3. And
I
the
got an
C-site
ace.
is open.
First Chinese ace.
A little overzealous on the ult, but
First
why not? Should
best-
get you some free
Master's
space here,
ace.
but still. As it stands, this is huge. This is going to be the 8th there. Probably quite clean as well, unless some or artists can do some big damage, which is tricky. But just those sheriffs, paranoia, yes. Some nano swarms, sure, but not much to really facilitate their ability to close the gap here. What can some get out of this? Has to clear close, will do. No one there. Deep post plant. Smoke back up in 2.
The moment it's gonna be like
trying to get a cheeky defuse up on the banister here. This is going to be Som to attempt it. So we'll throw the crosshair placement off, but the pain shell going to force him there. Knight actually finding an ace of his own, Lauren, to give Billy their 8th round.
Here we go.
A little bit of sweat on the brow of NRG.
Guys, what's going on?
What's this?
Guys, come on now. But this is huge, right? This is actually... Oh man, what
Well, to come back to the same discussion, talking about being forced to respect Billy here and potentially arguing, yes, they've been humbled. This time it is actually an indicator of that. Chet desperately wanted to get a grip back on this game because first 4 or 5 rounds of this was very one-sided. We saw the adjustment from Billy, able to close out, I guess, a successful first half in terms of the initial scoreline. We're talking about once that confidence builds, a few players for Billy able to stretch their legs a little bit, and we're certainly seeing that now, Lauren.
I'm pleasantly surprised. It feels a bit weird, right, when you watch it, right? Like, it's not the traditional game we've been seeing, but Billy are making it work. It's actually kind of nice to see NRG pushed in ways that we didn't really expect. Now, do we question the depth of NRG? Not really, no. We know that they have abilities to pivot. They have depth to this team. They have adjustments. Again, when you've played at internationals, you know, you're one of the more favored teams coming out of a regional league, you get a couple of caveats with your name of, okay, we know for timeout they have a couple of nice set pieces to lean back on, or maybe some good adjustments. We don't know that about Billy, but they're not the ones adjusting right now. Knocking on the door at 8-9, NRG pumped the brakes and they wanted to change something up.
What's key, speaking to Som earlier, he talked about we treat every team the same. Don't necessarily look down on anybody and give everybody the respect they deserve. Certainly here now. You have to go back to basics. A little bit of proactivity to kick things off here. Perfect paranoia. Victor will find Knight, the hero of the previous, and elsewhere, Artist will find Rin. He's doubled down, Biank's fallen.
Okay, YZ and Yosemite, this isn't comfy anymore. You're in spawn, you're banking on Yosemite's work, right? Giving away a little bit of the position, that's fine, but you gotta hope that Yosemite is telling him, get moving, man, I need you on the site here. He was a mile away.
In fact, I didn't actually know if Yosemite had retrieved this orb on the right. Didn't see it on YZ's cam either, but would have been a chance here to get the plant for the pit. Committing to this engagement. You're right.
It's 1v4 here.
Had to be clean, had to be easy for them, wasn't to be at all. YZ, this is a lot to ask. 1v4.
It's my favorite game though. YZ.
Mistakes from NRG, which I feel like after a telling off by Chet, you're probably not going to be making. Let's see what they can do here. YZ, you might have a fair fight on the first. Oh, hold on!
How was that a headshot?
More than a fair fight! Paint shell back on, turns away!
Unfortunate timing.
FNS just finding the timing.
YZ.
But almost.
The pressure got to him a little bit there. Tried to throw the paint shell out, secure that side and clear the other.
Got real close though.
A tall order for a 1v4, but that's the way to put your name up here on the global stage. NRG a successful round after the timeout. They said probably after a telling off from Chet as well. But comfortable in the purchase for Billy. That string of rounds, 3 consecutively. Actually, even here, looking at their ult cycle, looking very healthy if they can find another round. Bring this within 1 round once again. They're on the brink of some very big ultimates.
Wonder if they've got the longevity, though, to go toe-to-toe with NRG. FNS opting to invest
like
that 5 pit towards the C site. Give himself a
this round is really a toss-up because it's a 5v5 game.
Yeah, sticking around long enough.
That ult on C site is probably going to force rotate. Don't know why Almond's rotating, because I don't think they're going to push into that ult.
Billy taking their time on the map here. It's looking like ult work, right? As you said, they were very close by to having that big snowball round. Now they're even closer.
Potentially even here if they can fight for the rubble orb with 4 people drifting this way. Chance to maybe get the lockdown or the Viper's Pit available.
Billy came in.
Rin actually waiting to try and backstab Arvis here on B site.
I quite like the idea of it.
I don't think
They still need to kind of further that pressure, right?
Not
You gotta
major.
really add that
Let's just go.
question mark of doubt to Artis' mind,
Wait,
but
Master.
the pressure coming through connector side. This is a problem for Artis. Unfortunately, him very calm under pressure, but he's got a lot of players coming his way. Finally falls back, respects it. The paranoia will record him, so right choice made, and just spams through the smoke. Finds Knight perfectly, dips out before taking full damage, and there's lockdown. But how far do they chase on this? They do chase it. Why is he chased that far? Someone was waiting for Rin to go exploring, but still there's danger here. They have to respect this lockdown now. They have to move away.
That's actually an opportunity to punish the back line here. Crashies will find Yosemite stuck behind their snake bite now. Finesse will continue to apply pressure. Bianc has to give this one up, Lauren.
Everybody on camp.
That was lovely. The way NRG approached that on the way back through, catching some of these
Real
players,
Billy,
those
it's
deeper post
8-11.
plants, that was the kind of expectation I have for someone like NRG here.
push
Billy
off
Billy
that, but I'm
didn't
just
seem quite ready for that.
I'm the most aggressive player. Not the most, but like
Another example of NRG looking a bit more
if I hit my shots, I would be like,
coordinated, a bit more calm.
I push,
more collected in
and
terms
I
of
like
the
miss,
approach.
and I whiff, or I just
Just getting a
can't,
freebie through
like,
the
and
smoke
I
to
just don't
start
stop,
things
and I
off
just keep
definitely
peeking, and
makes
they
it easy.
see
When we saw just how much trouble he was in, how much pressure was coming his way. See, straight away, as soon as Rin's Nano Swarm is spotted, Artis concedes the space, but in that scenario, still to come away with one kill. The big win for NRG. Oh, Billy might find some space here on Rubble, Lauren.
Because it was a triple stack from NRG over towards the C site, so actually they can get real close here. They got Bianc one off from the ult, you got YZ one away from the ult. The rest have it on YZ, just going to invest theirs for this one to pick up that orb. And it looks like it's an evacuation site, but look how close NRG are. It's a 5v5 purely on the A site here. This is going to be very chaotic. As YZ wants to take that space secure
like
and
5
ensure it,
second site.
and make sure they have to leave the site fully. That
5 second site is
process.
Africa idea.
I thought it could have been so much more, but it's Knight to follow up towards Victor, and now down to 3. NRG are in trouble. Nightfall did not catch. Som gets a second lease of life, but now revealed. Position noted. How much more can they do? The close flash finds no one, so they can step forward. The
Attacker
lockdown as
killed
well.
Joy.
Som connects perfectly on the farm too, straight through the smoke. But he wants that lockdown gone. He's going for that, and he's done it. Now leaving Bianc and Yosemite in such a tough situation. Artis trying to clear on through. Does he spot them out first? Yes! Great fight. Now just Bianc dropping a bit. Bianc still going to deliver. Oh my God! What a moment! Bianc rips him apart.
That was
a beautiful conversion from Bianc. Som finding 2 crucial kills to come forward, pressuring the lockdown.
That's a superstar in the making. If Bianc can keep this up across more maps, that's another series. What a player.
A beautiful Red Bull clutch to keep Billy in the game here on map 1. Finesse left scratching his head about it.
That was all the ults though, Mike. They put everything into that.
NRG, couple of orbs away here and there, and actually going to see a brawl here. Victor
where'd he go?
Lined it up.
Where'd he go?
Found the backstab.
Just like
Knight just somehow invaded all that vision, and look at the pace change here from Billy. You want aggressive? We'll give you aggressive. Crash is the only one to slow it down, but by now...
It depends on the situation.
Wait, hold on. Bianc's got the spike. Oh, but he's got the kill! It doesn't matter. Bianc's on fire, and Artis is all alone.
A phantom moment leaves him on 10 HP, but Billy will capitalize. They'll find the plant. See the pings on the minimap. They know exactly where Artis is. And the money as close to reset here on the side of NRG.
Looks like he's just
gonna have 2250, 850 for Som, but not looking pretty elsewhere.
I'm just saving rifle, I think, is what he's planning for.
The crazy thing is, NRG are at currently what? It's going to be probably about 10 to 11. They're still ahead, but my God, it doesn't feel like it. It
Certainly
really
not in the second
doesn't
half.
feel
I
like
mean,
it.
you take away that 5-0 lead to start things off.
Sure.
And that was even saying Billy recovered into a 7-5 half. Been very impressed with their ability to really, I mean, bring the game to NRG, set the pace in a number of these rounds. And go toe-to-toe with them. Early on, they were losing out in the scrappy engagements time and time again. But I'll come back to the same thing I said earlier.
It would get
We're
like
seeing
this.
Billy Now in the second half, the chance at the double team.
Oh, series.
Look at him.
I mean, Victor,
especially with the certain
through no fault of his own, is lost in the sauce.
Yes,
He's vulnerable, he's flashed up.
They can win this. They could win this. No wonder
Yeah,
they're
no,
not
they
in
have.
China.
Oh my word.
This is
actually
huge.
huge.
Better than them.
This could be the first big upset. I think we've seen a couple of like 60-40 games
They
maybe the
went
40
10.
way, or it depends how you look at them.
And 05.
This could be genuinely an upset. I'm not going to say too much yet, 'cause it's only map 1, right? Like, and NRG are still in the lead.
I'm saying nothing.
I'm just saying this could be the first real upset, at least on the map.
Like a full tournament.
As it stands, aggression, an artist rewarded. Takes down Rin, but the trade comes in. Crashies expected, yes. But Punish Biang is just a
Like, how do
monster
they
in
have
this
enough time
game.
to do that?
That Prowler should catch, it does, yeah, indeed. Victor needs to fall away from this. That Sheriff's not going to find what he wants. Nightfall as well. That's a lot invested.
Like Chinese Valorant, I just
Let's try
say.
to match this rotation.
We're doing a
No one on the draw that
no,
wall.
but no Masters till next year because we're not going to have
Capitalize,
enough
find
time.
themselves a
So,
plant
like,
on C site.
few placements and nobody's going to like
Any
Set
weapon
themselves up. I mean, it's only
those
Sheriffs on the
teams.
side of NRG. One now recovered in hand of Victor.
No. Are trying
They
to
get another kill, it's game on, right? Like, then that retake's got a
Yeah,
little bit of
right.
leg to it. So I'm holding onto that
teams have gotta be
paranoia, waiting
franchise.
maybe until Victor gets a little closer
Everybody
behind.
else
Do
is
they even
franchise.
consider it? Maybe that question mark does start to arise soon. Another pixel spotted, both players now seen, but they don't know the third. Som sends a paranoia and Victor starts working. That's the moment to strike. Pops the ult. He needs to get this and he does. Oh! Forces Yosemite away! And now so low though, Yosemite's still standing, still sitting pretty. Just waiting on that classic. They're so low. He's got a 1v1 to win. Victor, desperate
It's
to try
not
to
enough
hunt
to
him down.
defuse.
He can't get there in time!
Oh my
Lose
god.
this.
Yosemite with the Red Bull clutch to tie
I'm
things up here on Lotus.
Down
Desperate to pin it. Take a breather. Billy have got them up against the ropes here.
Can't fault Victor in this one, man.
no.
He tried. He tried so
Beautiful
damn hard.
paranoia to set things in motion as well. Now the confidence starting to build for Billy. You can see that pack mentality coming into effect. Victor actually bringing an operator out.
Okay.
To say, does he get aggressive here? He's actually posting up on a very early angle, but Billy with another very good read, anticipating some aggression.
I guess we saw a touch of it from Artis. So maybe that's just enough that you're like, let's be a little cautious. But if they clear lazily, if they don't invest utility, if they don't go through a protocol list, this new look, this little adjustment could be devastating. They don't like it. There's something. They've got a feeling there's something weird about this, and they don't fancy it.
Exit looks like
Smoke sent in.
Billy.
Crashies. How much does he get for this? Sees nothing really. God, gear shift at this point from Billy.
Big adjustment as well, because Billy have been drifting towards A side late on. Now with Artis' setup here.
Oh dear. Deep breaths, folks.
The stars are going to align once again. Is Knight going to get behind the operator?
Wait,
Gonna
look
right
where he's
in front of
TPing.
it.
Still going to find value though, Victor. Perfect work to find Biang. That's a big scalp to claim.
The hero recently
Absolutely.
in the last few rounds for Billy.
Time to pivot. They're trying to go quickly, but the Seekers will give away the full game here. Crashies is going to note this lovely mid-round fact finder there. Crashies forced forward on 20 HP, and YZ going to punish. The spray not good enough. YZ on the follow-up, and the site's now theirs. 13 seconds for the plant, but it's more than enough. No one to challenge, no one to deny. And now down to 3, that operator not looking so comfortable in the hand. Maybe it is. Maybe I lied. Victor going to find YZ. You can see who's being played in here. Yosemite waiting. Artist checking, still going to get the
Got it.
still gets the tag
He's
down.
gonna kill them
31
now.
deleted.
Obviously.
It's all on Knight. In a 1v3, spots 2, it ain't enough. Artist
NRG got
keeps NRG
the last
alive.
point.
By the skin of their teeth.
I'm rooting for NRG, but Billy.
Catching a beautiful time. I mean, nothing connects on the paranoia here. It's a snake
They're
bite
gonna
and a
have
paint
to
shell to
gamble.
really open up the site.
Gotta make it fair.
Operator finding
Knockout.
a crucial kill on the way back through onto YZ, who's the one to open up this
They make
site.
it to knockout.
That's the angle.
They're not going.
And
They're
Artis,
gonna
I mean,
make
this
it
is
pretty far.
phenomenal work from
Yep.
him.
Oh,
The fade away on the second, already the
They're
damage
not
done on that
really
first
that
peak.
good. They're still good, but
Okay. It's been a close enough run
Some
that
people
we're
can
on
beat 'em.
Bulldogs here for Billy. That's not a pretty pie.
One off the showstopper for YZ, so you can find a kill early on, he could be the catalyst. I mean, a Guardian in hand on the other side for Crashy, sure, an operator for Victor, but
yeah.
Certainly inventory-wise, overall, NRG with the advantage, so. And they have a lockdown. Doesn't need the kill. YZ's actually found the orb. He's the key player now for Billy. In round 24. Force an overtime versus NRG. I didn't think we'd be saying that today.
Absolutely not, but happy to be here. This has turned into a bit of a heater now. Going late back towards C. We can all see it. 3 players. NRG are here. Paint shop.
Looks like a.
Why is he going to send it?
Looks like
first look. Som going to send the paranoia, and it's a connection from YZ. Som goes down, but there's still 2 more players. Crashes on the floor. YZ the one to follow up, and now at Finesse, can he hold the line? Can he hold them back? Soaks the damage, takes down 2. Buys him a couple of seconds and a chance, and it might be gone.
1v3 for Artis.
Oh, it's all on Artis. The man is incredible, sometimes second to none, but still, this is no easy task. 3 players are locked down and pushes forward. They've got him to OT. Unthinkable scenes here, Mike. We did not expect this to be happening.
And Billy already celebrating on stage as if they've done the hard work. Yeah. They've taken NRG to an overtime in map 1.
I did not expect
Was their map big? Yes, but
expect it to be this close.
Certainly in terms of expectations, Billy exceeding on all fronts.
This is their international debut. Let's put that in context here. Billy pumping the brakes and probably need to get these boys right in that mental place, right? If you're a coach, you've got to get them back focused in on the server, because this is probably, again, highlight of career so far already. Let's just, you know, for what it is. An international debut, you're not used to this. You might be jet lagged, different stage, different setup. Your opponent's right in front of you. And not only any opponent, you got NRG. I mean, a deep run team by all accounts. Do you think you'll listen?
No. No.
But this is monumental for Billy. And a wake-up call for NRG. Sure, we know that probably long run, you run this game back 10 times, they'll win it more often than not. But still, for what it's worth right now, in this matchup, it's OT.
I want to come back to the mental game aspect of this, though, because like I said, you could see the step change for Billy. Once they won a couple of key rounds, a couple of frag-heavy rounds where they're winning out gunfights and, you know, really taking control of NRG. On the other side of things, we've seen NRG sweating in a couple of late-round situations where, you know, backs against the wall, somebody needs to deliver a clutch, and I don't know, just how sustainable is that?
It's
with a completely unknown entity on the other side of things. Sure, some says they treat everybody the same. We don't treat any teams differently. Here now versus Billy, you've got to argue their expectations were very different coming into this matchup.
100%. 100%. So, I think we're all in the same boat here, just wondering where this goes. Will this be the upset, or will it go back on the trend and be that one blip on the radar that we kind of go,
if you don't attack on defense.
Let's find out. 12-12, it's OT here between Billy and NRG. NRG kicking things back off on the attacking side here. It started off beautifully, absolutely dominating Billy in regulation. However, the adjustment came in. Just walk up. Doesn't matter.
A slow creep, from NRG towards this orb outside A. Billy already with a decent read, though. 3 members behind this. Victor, no secrets about it on the way in.
Careful.
Created a lot of space here.
They're so close by to this, though. Pain Shell. Not going to do as much as they would have wanted here. Paranoia does get sent. 4 on the site. Artist slightly disconnected. Boombot goes in. Paranoia not going to connect on that front line, so that's going to be easy work for Som. But look at the back line falling. Oh my word, Billy! Eviscerating 3, bringing it back down to a 3v2, making a 3v1. Crashes lost alive, locked out from the spike. You can't really deny this now.
Swing on this.
Look at it. There's a firing squad on the other side, and Crashes desperately tries and fails.
Too close.
13 to Billy. Finally taking the lead in OT.
Switching sides. Match point.
Billy 13-12.
LRG going to capitalize on getting a reset on the timeouts here, but this is fairly unprecedented. Bianc with 2 huge kills once again.
This close.
And ultimately, it's the head count here
I have
that
though.
pays off for
I
Billy
watched
Billy.
like 14, 16 once.
And what a stark contrast on the stage here.
I played like
you
a-
see, they are fired up right now. And I gotta say, it poised
Somebody
to close out
tried
map 1, it
like
feels
an
like.
Yep, yeah, coming in like
I hate
this,
when
picking up
people
that first round in OT, I mean, that's going to just set them sky.
Hour-long
right?
game.
'Cause that was the half I was a little bit more worried
Played an
about
hour,
at times
I
as well.
want
They
my
were, you know, a little bit here and there on that, but...
I want something in reward, and I don't want to just get nothing.
Oh, I'd hate to be in the comms on this timeout. I'd love to hear it, but I also hate to be on the receiving end of it. Like, you have such a tough predicament in front of you. You've got a team of an unknown quantity with absolute sheer confidence in front of you, and you've got to somehow deal with that as they've finally taken the lead on that point.
See what the approach is here for NRG. It seemed fairly tempered on the defense, at least once Billy were able to start executing some of their set pieces. We are going to see that later Killjoy set up Ardis over towards A site instead. Well, we see a similar attempt towards Mound. We'll take some space outside B.
I think he must have bought like a sheriff.
See NRG toying with that idea a couple of times. Well, Billy actually going to step the pace up once again.
Maybe. Yeah, this is an interesting adjustment.
This is a variation, a slower variation of their default, at least in the early round here. Anticipating some aggression.
If it actually,
I did feel like that was the, I guess, answer that NRG looked for. We saw that kind of aggression coming out, especially from Ardis in the middle. We saw,
like you want like 4,400. I think is like
C side of the map
the
as
minimum.
well, that operator at some point. So
like
not too surprising to see that be at least a worry in Billy's mind. So playing a little bit more meticulously, a little bit slower. It's the first real look inside of work. About a 1 minute markup.
Save every round.
Turret gets
Radiant,
dealt with
but
in
you
middle.
can save.
No response off the back.
Third B, and look at the minimap. NRG feel as if they've got the read towards Billy's setup, and with the Yosemite and YZ positioned here quite late, they might be able to confirm or at least sell this fake.
Is it a double? It's
a double pump. They're thinking, they're banking on somebody seeing these smokes on C site. But there's nobody there from NRG.
They didn't know how well they'd done.
This is going to be a bloodbath.
Two are running, two are going C, two are going C right now. FNS, and I think Ardis is just... No. They're coming back, and it was Victor who's going. Oh, okay, this is going to be ridiculous. And now 25 seconds of 5v5 on the side. YZ goes down, Ardis holds the line, but gets traded. Victor with a paint show comes in. Som wants it on the action. Yosemite does get the trade out. Again, this is ridiculous. Down to 2, making it 2. Oh, Bianc! As if he's the one standing doing this. NRG stunned out of the server. Billy claiming map 1.
I mean, you talk about coming here to Champions to learn something from your opponents. And you put up that performance on map 1. Their map pick, sure, but a statement made here by Billy in the opening map of this series, who, by the way, they got absolutely dominated in terms of the First Bloods. Like, it was so heavily favoring NRG. The recovery factor looking fantastic for them.
I just wish I could see the bookmaker odds on this sort of game, and I mean, what a turnaround. It felt like NRG had that lead for the vast majority of this map. As you said, leading the way on First Bloods, a couple of key statistics. I mean, look at this start. Again, it was sheer dominance, wasn't it? You'd forgive someone to think someone's got the scoreline wrong if they just tuned back in. 14-12. Such resilience shown, and again, that, I guess, moment for Bianc to really elevate the gameplay was outstanding. Top fragging against all.
Somebody has to check this math, but a 14-12 scoreline. Billy had 5 First Bloods.
That doesn't...
I'm just saying what the numbers are showing.
I'm sure
that is absolute madness to me.
So unorthodox.
Yeah. Hey, talk about as well, coming in having no experience. You're going up against Crashies, Victor, Finesse, some people who have the most rounds played on LAN, on the international stage in Valorant, and you put up a performance like that. Absolutely amazing from Billy.
Yeah, this is one for the books for them. Truly some memories made in just map 1, but again, this isn't just a one-map series. This is a best of 3. We've got a long series in front of us potentially now. I think we're going to see a fired-up NRG going forward, or at least I'm hoping we're going to see a fired-up NRG going forward. Otherwise, What a whimper to go out with.
Ranked game, it's 50 minutes, but how much are you actually shooting? With Aim Labs, you can compete in over 1,000 tasks that will prepare you for any scenario in any game. For the new ranked season, you play, you get points, you can compare yourself to your friends. With Aim Labs' new one-to-one Valorant maps, you get instant feedback on how to get better crosshair placement, better peak efficiency. You can also instantly modify existing tasks with Discovery. Get started today by downloading the Aim Labs for free and join millions of other satisfied players.